today's news, Financial Investigation Agency issues warning on surge in email fraud. Cabinet expands work permit exemptions. Strike teams treatment stabilizing coral disease. Sister Islanders highlighted for service to community. And 2024 VIVA Power League off to a competitive start. Viewers, these and more stories when 284 News return.
One Stop Auto, located in the R&R Malone complex, Parkwood Pond, is having a huge liquidation sale on all inventory, excluding vehicles and genuine Toyota and Lexus parts. Get no less than 50% off all items on shelves and inventory room. Items such as car covers, steering wheel covers, wipers, sealants, chemicals, emergency cones, adhesives, license plates frames, air filters, oil filters, front brakes, rear brakes, front rotors, rear rotors, radiators, shocks, and much more. A specific listing of all makes and models for which parts are available at liquidation prices will be posted on our Facebook page.
Start the year off with more speed, more downloading, more savings, and more fire. CCT Fire Fiber Internet gives you the speed you need to keep the whole family connected. Packages starting at $119 with speeds from 300 megabytes per second, super fast, unlimited downloads, even more reliable connectivity, plus free live streaming TV for the family to enjoy. Sign up for the absolute best fiber internet service in the BVI CCT Fire and pay no installation fee. Plus, get CCT Live TV for free. You deserve more. Get more with CCT. Life Unlimited.
Welcome viewers to the Thursday, February 1st, 2024 edition of 284 News. I am Kamal Haynes, bringing you the latest out of the British Virgin Islands. Leading in today's news, the Analysis and Investigation Unit of the Financial Investigation Agency is raising the alarm over a substantial surge in a business email compromise scheme, which is presenting a grave threat to the real estate industry. Business email compromise entails unauthorized access to email accounts for various illicit activities, including unauthorized fund transfers, confidential data theft, and other malicious actions. According to the FIA, the scheme is being orchestrated by unidentified individuals who are capitalizing on legitimate businesses and individuals' identification, resulting in significant financial losses for victims. But the release said, and I quote, "The AIU has observed a noteworthy increase in such incidents, with cyber criminals leveraging these schemes to compromise email accounts for fraudulent activities, leading to the substantial financial losses. But the real estate industry, given its involvement in high-value transactions, is increasingly becoming a prime target for these cyber threats. In response to these growing menace, the AIU has issued a set of immediate recommendations for reporting entities within the real estate industry to fortify their defenses. What these include strengthening network security by implementing robust cybersecurity protocols, including advanced firewalls and intrusion detection systems to safeguard sensitive financial information, conducting regular training sessions for employees to enhance awareness about identifying and reporting suspicious emails, verifying the authenticity of messages and email addresses, particularly those related to financial transactions or sensitive information, and enforcing two-factor authentication on email accounts as an additional layer of security. Additionally, businesses are encouraged to conduct periodic security audits to identify vulnerabilities promptly, communicate with partners, clients, and vendors to raise awareness about the ongoing scheme, and report suspicious activities to the FIA, since timely reporting is paramount in the swift responses to an investigation of these types of cyber threats. The AIU advises that by adopting these immediate actions, the real estate industry can enhance its resilience against the evolving landscape of cyber threats. The Cabinet of the Virgin Islands has approved expanding work permit exemptions to include several new categories of workers providing vital services in the territory. With a schedule to the Labor Code Order number 41 of 2017 will be amended to add the new exemptions. Well, this order specifies occupations and services that are exempt from needing a work permit to operate in the VI for a period of 7 days in the initial instance, with extensions based on request. The additions approved by Cabinet will waive work permit for persons providing emergency and humanitarian services to local businesses, statutory bodies, non-profits, and other entities. But this includes emergency response, medical, fire, and rescue services. Repair to machinery or equipment that are essential for safe, uninterrupted operation of a business or facility when the expertise is unavailable in the VI. Recreational or entertainment services at events sponsored or hosted by the government, statutory bodies, or non-profit organizations. But the exemption will facilitate urgent access to qualified personnel from abroad when local expertise is unavailable. The cabinet decision advised that once the amendment is passed, any BVI registered entity utilizing a category mentioned in the order must notify the chief immigration officer prior to the arrival of an exempt person within at least 48 hours notice, or in an emergency prior to departure from their port of embarkation. Premier Dr. the Honorable Natalia Wheatley gave an update on the progress being made by the Coral Reef Strike Team to combat stony coral tissue loss disease in the territory and other efforts to protect and rebuild reefs in the British Virgin Islands waters while speaking in the House of Assembly. Ojaka Woodin has the details.
Stony coral tissue loss disease is a rapidly spreading disease that has posed one of the greatest threats to the BVI's reefs since 2020. Premier Wheatley has reported that after consistent treatment efforts by the strike team over the past few years, the data shows the incidence of disease is stabilizing locally.
Madam Speaker, the matter of coral reef management is equally important. In this arena, the Ministry, in partnership with the National Parks Trust, has formed a Coral Reef Strike Team in collaboration with Beyond the Reef and a number of private sector dive operators to fight the coral stony tissue loss disease. Since 2020, this rapidly spreading disease has pose one of the greatest threats to coral reef health, and I'm pleased to report that the data now shows that the incidence of disease is stabilizing. This is the result of the hard work of the Coral Reef Strike Team that has consistently treated infected reefs with antibiotics.
The Premier also updated on a new reef restoration partnership. He announced approval for the Association of Reef Keepers to collaborate with international NGO Rethink, Rebuild, Regenerating, or REEFs for short, an award-winning group based in Switzerland. The Premier said these cutting-edge coral nurseries present a way to further rebuild damaged reefs and engage the community in conservation.
Recently, the Ministry has approved the Association of Reef Keepers, a local NGO, to work in collaboration with reefs and international NGO to install coral nurseries that are 3D printed. This cutting-edge technology develops underwater modular clay reef systems that create complex habitats conducive to coral recruitment and habitat for various species of fish, crustaceans, mollusks, and other macrofauna. The concept is further elevated by its artistic design and various educational programs to fully engage with local communities to build awareness and encourage change towards ocean conservation. Reefs have already established one pilot project in San Andreas Island, Colombia, South America, with fish diversities close to those on the natural reef after 3 to 6 months. After 8 months, the first coral recruits from the beginning of the 2022 spawning season were observed.
The Premier reaffirmed the government's strong commitment to lifeguarding the health and sustainability of the BVI's coral reefs through both rapid response and emerging restoration solutions. The 3D printed reef was funded by a prestigious Swiss boarding school. The school's head said he witnessed concerning changes to the BVI's reef over 20 years of student diving trips and wanted to support this innovative restoration effort. Jaka Wooding, Tweet for News.
Viewers, up next, more local news.
Today, I am doing coral treatments with Beyond the Reef. today we are doing shark research. So today we are doing whale research with Beyond the Reef. And wherever I go, I take CCT with me because my life is unlimited.
Father Jesus, that line here long like church service.
Alright, do enjoy the rest of the day. Next customer line, please. Wait, hold on a second.
Yes, Sonny boy, come, yes, son.
Good morning.
Good morning, Sonny boy. Hold on there. You must stop cut front of people.
It's okay, I'll take care of it.
What? No man to take care of me.
How may I assist you?
Yes.
You want top of power?
You want top of power?
Join the prepaid party with CCT and enjoy more affordable data plans, more top-up promotions, more savings with hero bundles, and more value for your money each and every Tuesday with Top Up Turn Up Tuesday. Visit a CCT store today or anywhere CCT Top Up is sold and top up your phone.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You want top of power?
Welcome back, viewers. Several residents of the Sister Islands have been highlighted in the first quarter edition of the Sister Islands newsletter, including Dennett Callwood of Jos Van Dyke, who has been named Sister Islander of the Quarter. Ojaka Wedding has more.
Dennett Callwood of Jos Van Dyke has been recognized as Sister Islander of the Quarter for his dedication and service to the Jos Van Dyke community. In an article in the Sister Islands newsletter, he is described as a kind-hearted and extremely helpful individual who never hesitates to assist those in need in Jos Van Dyke. Callwood joined the BVI Ports Authority in 2009 and is now a senior dock master stationed on JVD. Known for his punctuality, he often walks miles from Little Harbour to Great Harbour early each morning and rarely misses a day of work. In addition to his role with BVI Ports, Callwood serves as an auxiliary fire officer for JVD. When the fire truck siren sounds in the morning, the community knows it is Callwood responding to the call. Before joining BVI Ports, Callwood worked for many years as a captain for New Horizon Ferry Services. Passengers felt safe with him commanding the vessel, given his experience and ease in navigating rough seas. Callwood has also worked in construction on JVD and was employed at Foxy Tamarind Bar for over 15 years. His community fondly refers to him as a workaholic because of his dedication across various roles on the island over the years. Recently, he was presented with a certificate for outstanding performance by the BVI Ports Authority. Each sister island has exemplary individuals who give back and make their islands better through service. Their efforts were also highlighted in the Quarter 1 Sister Islands newsletter. On Jos Van Dyke, Eleanor Bolly Warner is known as a diligent, dynamic warrior for change. During the pandemic, she created the island's largest organic garden and provided fresh produce for residents. She constantly works to clean and improve community spaces. Gregory Levens of Anegada volunteers with the island's Crisis Intervention and Resilience team. He dedicates time and resources to assist the Anegada community whenever help is needed. On Virgin Gorda, Faustina Pipe and her son Nimrod Robinson represent the epitome of good neighbors. Pipe was a longtime volunteer with the BVI Red Cross, while Robinson makes it a priority to regularly donate blood on Tortola whenever the need arises. Despite having small populations, their care for the community shows the power of what dedicated residents can accomplish. For 284 News, I am Jaka Wooding.
Moving on to some sporting news, viewers, the 2024 Virgin Islands Volleyball Association Power League season got off to an action-packed start last weekend, with a total of 6 games played between Saturday and Sunday. On the opening night in the first game in the women's B divisions, saw Lady Hawks come in from a set down to take the game 22-25, 25-22, 15-19. Killian Smith was awarded Player of the Match for her 7 kills and 1 dig. Well, here's a look at those highlights. In the women's A division game, defending champions Kiss My Ace defeated Raw Power 3-1, winning 25-23, 19-25, 25-17, 25-18. Melissa Brathwaite was the player of the match with her impressive performance of 12 kills, 7 digs, and 2 aces. Here's a look at those highlights. But the final game of the opening night saw the defending champions in the men's division Dream Team losing to Guns for Life. But the game took 4 sets to decide, with Guns winning 24-26, 25-19, 25-22, 25-23. Frandy Martin III took the Player of the Match award for his 1 block, 13 kills, and 9 digs. Meanwhile, on Sunday in the Women's A Division, Phoenix Red powered past Firebirds A 3-0, winning 25-19, 25-16, 25-14, with player Shaliqua Foy taking the Player of the Match award for her 5 kills, 2 digs, and 2 aces. In the Women's B Division, Spikers defeated Firebirds B 2-0, with Lohani Santana awarded as the best player for her 2 kills, 1 dig, and 6 aces. In the men's division, Phoenix defeated Walmart 3-1, winning 25-21, 22-25, 25-17, 25-14. Darnell Pollock had an outstanding game and was equally rewarded for his 3 blocks, 7 kills, 29 digs, and 1 ace. Of yours up next, more local news.
Start the year off with more. More speed, more downloading, more savings, and more fire. CCT Fire Fiber Internet gives you the speed you need to keep the whole family connected. Packages starting at $119 with speeds from 300 megabytes per second. Super fast, unlimited downloads, even more reliable connectivity, plus free live streaming TV for the family to enjoy. Sign up for the absolute best fiber internet service in the VVI CCT Fire and pay no installation fee. Plus, get CCT Live TV for free. You deserve more. Get more with CCT. Life Unlimited.
Welcome back, viewers, and thank you so much for sticking with us. Members of the House of Assembly, both past and present, paid tribute to the former Minister for Health and Social Development, CARVIN Malone, during his lying-in state early today. Our Ron Grant was there on the ground and filed this report.
Hello everyone, I'm Ron Grant coming to you live and direct from Tortola in the Virgin Islands, the House of Assembly of the Virgin Islands. Today, the lying of state of the former Minister of Health and Social Development, the Honorable CARVIN Malone. Behind me you see friends, family, colleagues, and contributors, of course, persons who would have worked with him. We have spent some time here at the House of Assembly recapping the life and legacy and the contributions, hearing from present and past legislators who have not only worked with him, but who have paid attention to his life and legacy, and most importantly, his contributions.
CARVIN was the quintessential Virgin Islander. CARVIN came from a very strong background. He came from a background of commitment to this country and to its development. He was raised into that and he embraced it, and in the time that God gave him with us, he has certainly left footprints on the sands of time. He worked tirelessly for the general development of the country. Everybody knew that he was a member, a very staunch member of the Virgin Islands Party. His father, the late Moses Malone, he had been one of the founding members of the Virgin Islands Party, and CARVIN embraced and carried on that legacy.
Mr. Malone was not just a member of the House of Assembly. I worked with him closely, but he loved the BVI. And it's very difficult when you see someone still young, able to contribute to not just the social fabric of his own ambitions, but the territory to pass on. So at a time like this, I extend condolences, but I also would love to remember him in the best way possible, and just really that means continuing the love and the passion that he had for the Virgin Islands through my own efforts.
I confided in CARVIN a lot. We bounced a lot of things off of each other, whether it was business, service, personal lives, especially politics, because he was the one who was very instrumental in guiding my career through politics. He was instrumental also in my joining the Virgin Islands Party in 2003 and getting elected. So I remember all of his advice that he gave me through politics, through business, and in my tribute I wrote, and we used to always do this, when I would give him advice, he would look at me kind of funny, wondering, well, where am I coming with that? And I would always tell him, well, I had a good teacher, meaning him.
One of the things that I admired most about him is he always went deep into issues. He wasn't somebody to just skim on the surface of anything. What would normally take me 5 minutes to say, he was going to say in half an hour. Because he's going to give you all the background, he's going to give you all the content, he'll give you every single thing, well researched, and he was always proud of himself to deliver a very, very good and thorough package. And I always admired that about him. He always wanted to know the why, the how, the who did it. And you go back, you hear him speak about the 1900 Constitution being suspended, talk about Hope Stevens and his work, talk about Theodore Fox and his work. You name it, he could tell you about the work that they did to brought the country to where we are today. And he was doing that so we could understand where we need to go. And his thing was more autonomy, more independence for the people of his territory. If it meant going independent, he wanted people to always make conscious decisions, informed decisions. He said to me one day, if you're going to go independent or not go independent, it should be your choice based on the information that you have. He never said any way we should go. We said whatever way you choose to go, if to remain a colony or to remain whatever you want to do it from an informed position. That was the man CARVIN I knew.
I'm just here to extend condolences to the family, friends, and co-workers of the Honorable CARVIN Malone. And on behalf of the 35th Legislature of the Virgin Islands, we extend our sympathy.
He earned the country paying tribute to him in this fashion. He decided he wanted to be part of the Parliament of the Virgin Islands, the House of Assembly. He was successful in doing so. He served his country, and today we celebrate his life. At least I do. It is a very sad time in the Virgin Islands for us, based on what has happened. It's untimely, but at the same token, you can see those who have turned out to pay respects. And as a member of the House of Assembly, the present 5th House of Assembly, I am privileged to be able to say goodbye to him in this manner, and I'm grateful for that.
He was a true Virgin Islander, a true statesman. He was a comrade in the battle for these Virgin Islands, and I think as we stand and see him there lying in state, it really is a humbling moment, even as a sitting legislator, because I think that we all get into this political arena to make a difference, and I could say unequivocally Honorable CARVIN Malone made a difference. He created change, and he ultimately impacted the lives of Virgin Islanders, and I was just humbled to have served with him, not just in the House but as a comrade through the Virgin Islands Party. He lifted up the party, he carried the party for decades.
CARVIN and I grew up together in Huntamscott before it was known as Lower Estate. As children, we went to school together. We didn't have very much. His father was a contractor. My mother was a maid. She had several jobs. But his parents taught him how to be gentle, how to be kind. And as I said in my remarks previously, they taught him, in fact, even the extended family. There was Mr. Bobops and there was Mr. Harold, who I see sitting in there. And they taught CARVIN and his family to be gentle. And as they grew up, they continued to be that way. If you saw CARVIN, I have not seen CARVIN without a smile that lit up his whole face every time. And he carried that throughout his life.
Tell me about that long-standing relationship that you had with this statesman.
Man, I know CARVIN since I can remember myself, because we close family members. We had I would say a family reunion in 1992, and that's when I, as a family member, would have formed a much better relationship with all my family members. Of course, we would have seen each other and visited each other before as a little boy. Obviously, you wouldn't really remember everything. But from time I became an adult now, you go to school and you come back, our relationship became much closer and much stronger, especially as CARVIN recognized in me some of the traits that he had himself. The desire to serve, the desire to fight on behalf of the people of the Virgin Islands. And CARVIN, very much so, even more so than his party affiliation, even more so than his entrepreneurial drive, even more so than his passion to give through service, through his service club that he was a part of, the Lions Club. He was a patriot.
And you too are part of the Lions Club?
Yes, I'm also a part of the Lions Club. CARVIN brought me into the Lions Club. He was president at the time. He served as president on a number of different occasions, and he had a big recruitment drive in the 45th year of Lions in Tortola. He wanted to bring in 45 members in the 45th year of the Lions Club, and he was able to achieve that and more. And the thriving Lions Club that you see now today is partly due to CARVIN bringing in those 45 members, and those 45 members continue the process of building.
Now, Premier, one of the things that you said in a previous interview that I found very impactful. You said if there were no CARVIN, there would be no Shawande, there would be no Talio. In regards to you being elected, I want to speak about the impact that he may have had on your political journey.
I obviously came back to the BVI in late 2006 with a lot of energy, with a lot of passion, and I was at that time, you could say, a political activist. So I think immediately CARVIN recognized that, and perhaps the Virgin Islands Party benefited from that early on, because CARVIN would have recruited me to be president, and he also would have, of course, been a mentor to me politically, and of course, eventually I contested and I won.
Well, Premier, I want to take this opportunity to, on behalf of our team at 284 Media, extend our condolences to you, and we know it is, of course, a spirit of mourning in the territory. On behalf of us, we do wish you, as Premier, the very best during this grieving process.
Thank you so much, Ron, and I really appreciate what you've done since CARVIN has passed in terms of ensuring that his legacy is well known and celebrated. And I appreciate 284 Media as well.
Remembering the Honorable CARVIN Malone, a quintessential Virgin Islander and statesman. Reporting for 284 News, I'm Ron Grant.
Viewers, that's it for today's news roundup. Be sure to follow us for daily news updates at 284media.com and like us on Facebook at 284media and 284BVI on Instagram and Twitter. I'm Kamal Haynes, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Have a safe and enjoyable evening. Bye-bye.